Welcome to Dungeons with Friends.
I don't know what camera I'm looking at.
Hey! Yes.
Just got
We're-
cross-eyed. Sorry.
Hey!
Wait, do we have to do snaps?
Oh, I forgot to do them last time, and I was able to figure it
Okay.
out. I've gotten better at editing since the first round.
Yeah, where we're all just...
Yeah. Which, you'd think helps, does not. Yeah. The snaps help, but anyway. Yes. So, we are an actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast and stream. Like us on all the social medias. I'm still thanking Paladin Dice for sending us stuff. I'm going to keep thanking them.
Yeah.
And if you want to send us free stuff, I'll talk about you too. Anybody. Like any company. Bad Dragon, if you want to send us your weird dildos, I'll talk about you too.
Wow, we'll do it. Dunkin' Donuts?
That's very specific.
Yeah.
That was
Right?
incredibly
That's very
specific.
I have
that what's in your
no
chamber?
scruples.
Kevin, do you need to...
You know.
Look, guys,
Get
for
off
some
your
weird
chest?
reason, the middle Curse of Strahd we're fighting this tentacle monster.
Yep. Exxon Mobil, Monsanto, you send us free stuff, I'll talk about you.
Tesla?
I have
Tesla?
no scruples. Anyway, so yes, we are in our second full campaign, The Devil Goes West, because it has,
I don't know why that always makes me laugh when you say that.
Is it because it makes you think of Feifel Goes West?
I think it does. It's Fievel, not Feifel.
You
There's
said
a
the
V.
same thing.
No, he said Feifel. It's Fievel.
With a V,
With
not
a
Is
a
it
V.
spelled with a V?
Yeah, it's
I
F-I-E-V-E-L.
always thought it was spelled with an F. Anyway, been a long time since I watched it.
It's American Tail. Fievel Goes
Somewhere. Anyway,
West. No, that's not that.
Alright, yeah.
what's that from?
I don't know, but that's not...
Okay, anyways, you were
I thought that
telling
was-
where we are. We're in the second campaign, The Devil Goes West, and
Yes.
we're going to do the recap.
I'm going to do the recap. So, you all had arrived in New Barovia at what it appeared to be the beckon of the mayor of New Barovia, Kevin Indirovich. You found out that that was in fact a ploy by the evil vampire and lord of this domain, Strahd von Zarovich,
And pisser on churches.
and pisser on of
Did
churches.
he just pee on the
Graves.
holy ground,
That
though?
was Graves.
Well, he actually
He was outside
outside
of
the
the
fence.
fence,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
just peed onto,
Just onto the
church's
holy ground.
property.
Yeah, because
Uh,
he couldn't step onto holy ground.
you assume.
Yeah, we
Assume.
And
I don't
so
fuck about shit.
you all had met Kevin's son, Mark Indirovich, who has asked you to take his adoptive sister, Irene, to Wallachia, a neighboring town. You also received a reading from Mama Eva, who told you where you can find an ally and several powerful items in your fight against this vampire overlord, whom you met at the funeral of Mayor Kevin Indirovich.
Just so we're all clear, every time he says Indirovich, it sounds just like son of a bitch, right?
Oh, see,
Indirovich.
I'm just laughing at the fact that the main character's name is Kevin.
Yeah, it's okay. So
No,
I
I
think
know
it's
it's in
like
the
it's
book.
like it's spelled funky, but I'm like Kevin, because I'm like so this is an adaptation of the Curse of Strahd, and I've adapted it
Oh wait,
to
so like
be
in the actual like written book, his name is...
yeah, it's like
Oh.
Kevin, or something
Yeah.
weird.
Okay. I literally just thought it was because...
That's me.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Well,
he's
let's be
dead.
honest.
I am your god, Kevin.
Well,
Yes.
let's be honest. The phonetics of D&D is like
Oh yeah,
terrible.
it's
Oh,
god
I
awful.
forget how
I
people spell their
Quabara.
names.
I hate Dungeon and Dragon names. Like it's
Oh,
ridiculous.
why do you think Matilda,
Yeah,
Cher,
I know. Yeah,
Doria,
yeah,
Judy,
yeah. It's silly.
Orion,
Avros.
Avalon, Avros. Okay.
Avros.
Yeah.
Avalon, Toyota.
I mean,
Toyota.
Avros was the result of like 30 clicks
will
on the
accept
random name
Toyota
generator. It was
sponsorship.
like, one of these will be somewhat good. Come on. I can
That's
make
it.
that work.
Yep. Anyway, so you all had
Which I made.
decided that you were going to stay at the inn for the negotiated 2 silver. You all have awoken and you had made plans to meet Irene this morning at the mayor's mansion. And so?
One clarification.
Yeah.
I know we half stole, half persuaded
Yeah.
a gun to change hands. We got potions at that place too, right?
I believe 1 potion was bought by you, and you had bought the gun for effectively 12 gold, and then you had snuck back later to give back another 88 gold that you got from Judy.
Which, for the record, I still approve a lot of what you
I was
did.
gonna say,
It
why
was
give him
great.
back the money?
Yep.
Because he's a celestial warlock. That's why.
Yeah.
So,
Semantics.
you all awaken in this inn. I believe you'd had 2 rooms. I'm guessing you probably did not sleep at the inn. I think you typically sleep in trees, right? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've gone to a tree, you guys shared a room, you have another room.
I'm making Avarice weird as shit. That's
Yeah.
about right.
You wake up, the morning is yours. What do you guys do?
I think, I guess I'll come down and make sure got everything packed up and try and go wake everybody up.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say you all gather up, wake each other up, and end up in the common room of this inn. You're all there now. What do you do?
Are you all ready to go pick up?
I want to see you shoot the new gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever shot a gun this big before? Because she has
Is
a
it like a-
pistol. This is like a
Yes.
rifle, right?
So yeah, so you'd had a pistol. This is a pepper box, and a pepper box is a longer pistol with 6 rounds instead of 4 in the revolving chamber.
Of course I shot one of these before. Well, we can, I guess if we find something out there on the way, worth cooking. Maybe a squirrel or a rabbit or...
I want to just pick up the rock and be like, think fast, and just throw it in the air.
Okay, you are as of now still in the inn.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay, just making
When
sure.
we're
Just making
outside-
sure. We're not skeet shooting in the middle of the inn.
No,
Okay, good.
We could be.
I mean, they have a
Sounds
second
like
floor.
us.
That's how people get shot.
Yep. Okay.
If not, you damage the ceiling.
Yep.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Replacing it.
This place is falling down anyway.
All right, well, let's go pick up
Irene.
Irene. Let's go pick up Irene. And
Sister, not wife.
Sister Irene. Let's go pick her up. And then I'll try to find us something for lunch.
All right. So you all.
Which reminds me, transportation to the place that's gonna be a full day's travel away. We just walk, or
Can
I am
we-
kind of concerned about sleeping outside
Well,
overnight.
Is there a wagon? Because I can always become the horse if we can find a wagon.
Or can we take the train?
we can't take the
We
train.
can't take the
Remember,
train.
it only comes in and out, and it already left.
Yeah, and it doesn't go that far.
Right? Like that's what.
Yes. So yeah. So to refresh your memory, the train only goes into New Barovia and back out.
Yeah.
The path that's been described to you is that you'll be heading on the Svalbard Road and be going somewhat northwest to Wallachia.
So I think if we can get like a buggy, I can kind of at least carry our belongings.
You know who'd
So
probably know
y'all
where to
have
get
to-
one of those?
Well, y'all would still have to. Well, you could fly. You'd have to walk. I could probably carry you.
I want
But-
to see how his husband has to walk.
Yep.
Well, it's because of your armor.
So I assume you're having this conversation as you walk to the mayoral mansion.
Yeah.
As you
She'll
do,
probably know where to find it.
Let's ask Irene.
there are a few people walking by, and you see some of them kind of looking at something in the middle of the road and kind of stepping around it.
Oh.
Do y'all go up
Yeah,
to
let's
it?
go check
Yeah.
it out.
What's that?
Yeah, so you go
Sounds
up,
like we're about to fight.
and there is a large wooden chest.
Shoot.
There's a large wooden chest in the middle of the road with a small red card sticking on top of it, sticking through the
Is
slats
this
of
like
it.
Inferno?
That looks like it's for us probably, so I want to pull out.
Well, first off,
Yeah, let's go
So-
look.
Mystical. Second
You-
of all, I agree completely.
It's red card.
You pull out the card.
You licked it. Glad you got that one to open.
Oh.
Thanks for the good
it's
fight.
For us. It's for us.
Thanks for
From
the good
him.
fight. You're a bunch of bitches.
Dear friends, I can't help but feel as though we got off on the wrong foot. I want no bitter or sour feelings betwixt us. Betwixt. Let us make this relationship a sweet one. Please accept this nominal gift as part mea culpa and part olive branch. All of my love, Count Stromberg, Starfitch.
All right, I got.
Dictated but not read.
I have an intelligence of -1. What the hell is a marauder?
A mea culpa is like a sincere apology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything on the back?
Yeah,
So
the
what-
thing that
what's
tried
the
to
nominal
kill
gift?
us.
So there's this chest and
Chest.
that's
Is
sticking
there-
out of it. Yeah.
Is there anything on the back? Remember, he sometimes will sneak stuff onto the back.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Is it locked?
No. Do you open it?
Who's gonna open it?
Everybody back up.
How
and from
about
behind.
I open it?
I got this. I got this. I'm going to cast Mage Hand
Oh,
and
okay.
have it open.
Yeah. So you
Smart
all
idea.
step back and you
Better
see this
than
the spectral hand from Avros go and open this chest.
Oh,
It
wait,
is.
Nope, I took it. I had to choose between Mage Hand or Invisibility.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Anyway, so do you just open it?
Yeah, I'll just open it.
Okay, yeah. So Avros goes up and opens it. It is filled with gold coins.
Yay! Gold.
Why?
How much gold coin per person?
So if you spend the time to sit there and kind of estimate it, you would think that this is probably about 500 gold pieces.
Ooh. Per
Back to the
person?
potion shop.
Per person?
No, just a chest of 500 gold.
125 each.
Yes. That's $250. I'm gonna let you add that to your gold, because I'm not gonna keep track.
And how
of
much
shit.
did the potion at the store cost me?
If I remember,
Right,
he had quoted you 25 gold per potion.
Okay. For some reason,
Remember-
Y'all,
125
let's
of
think
that
about
shit's
this.
mine.
Why would Strahd give us all this gold?
Well,
Why would he come to the church and pee on the ground? I don't know.
so
Because
this
he
is
does-
gonna sound weird. I think he might have liked that I was mimicking him. Because I heard him say that
Flattery.
I was flattering him
Yeah.
and I was being the sincerest form of flattery by mimicking him. And I know that I was mimicking him because we were kind of financially strapped, so he might like what we were doing. And he might want to be on the right path with us. He also probably knows we're going to have Irene. And he thinks that if he can butter us up, he can get her.
I'm leading the most towards that one. He knows we're gonna be taking the girl he's obsessed with. Here's some stuff so y'all don't fucking die.
I'm also gonna throw this out there, or maybe he's just having fun playing with us, like a little toy.
Maybe the gold has tracking in it.
Good. So we'll spend it all here to the potion shop.
Hey, do y'all go to Billy's Mercantile?
I would like to at least, if not right now, after we pick up Irene.
Okay. Yeah, so you all... Are you going to Irene first, or are you going to the Mercantile?
I'll leave that to the group.
If
Let's
he's
go
going to the
to the
mercantile,
mercantile.
I'll go with the
Okay.
mercantile with.
So the four of you go to the Mercantile. You go back in, as you've seen before. Billy is back, sort of wiping down the counter. Perry is sort of heaving this sort of big sack of flour up onto a shelf. And Billy comes in and goes, "Oh, it's y'all. Y'all the ones lead on me with that vampire lord. What can I get you? Anything? We're friends."
What?
You seem
I
kinda
would like to
grumpy.
buy some potions, my good sir.
Okay. How many up?
There you go.
You look back and he's got at least a dozen up there.
I'll take 5 more.
Okay. So yeah, you give him 125 gold. He gives you...
Can I attempt to bargain based off of reputation with vampire?
Yes, you may make a persuasion or intimidation check to try and haggle.
I
Do you
have
have
plus
any-
5 to intimidation. 14?
Okay. So you're intimidating him. So you kind of are like, you know, we're with Strahd. He looks at you and he goes, 110 for the 5.
So
All
Do you
right.
have any arrows?
He goes, hey, I got some.
How many?
He kind of looks back. He's like, I got a crate back here. Probably got about 100 of them in it.
How much per arrow?
Cheap as shit. I'd give you them for... How many are you looking for?
I'll take 25.
25. Give it to you for 3 gold.
Okay, hey, 3 gold. Pay the man.
Pay the good man, sir.
Yeah, my husband will take care of that. Thank you.
Alrighty. He gives you arrows and gold.
And so why are you freaked out by them?
They, I guess you weren't with them. Yeah, they rolled up yesterday in tow with Strahd von Zarovich and then leaned on me to get better prices.
Like
for the
they-
record,
They did
he
what
followed-
now?
Hold on, the Strahd? They showed up with.
Yep, the Strahd. I don't know where you two got in league with him.
For the record, he told me to do it.
That's scary. Well, I'm sorry, I don't know Strahd personally, so I'm good. I'm just married to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any armor or shields?
Armor. I got a chain shirt back here. A little rusty.
Do you have any plate?
No, I ain't got no plate, honestly. I got some shields, though.
I think I got a couple plates in my bag if you want them.
I goes, ain't much. It's just a plain
Do you have
wooden
any
shield. Yeah, I got a plain wooden shield if you're after it.
Well, what do you have in the way of like shiny little trinkets?
Well, I mean, I got a few little things back here. I get them mostly for the kids, but you know,
Yeah.
the kids aren't really all that interested in them. But
Well,
you know,
I'm interested in getting just some tiny little, some little shiny
like a
trinket.
little doodad. Hang on, Harry.
A keychain that says Judy.
Yeah, yeah.
Judy was in.
And Barry goes,
Judy was
yeah. He goes, hey, run back and grab. It's a box and it's got a big M on it. Grab that. Okay.
My best friend went to the
Magic
that was a stupid keychain.
He goes, I mean, nothing real particular. Nothing I don't know, honestly. I can't tell. And then Perry comes back with this big box. He sets it on the counter, opens it up, and he goes, well, I do have this. And he pulls out this sort of small music box, and he kind of tilts it up, and there's this little crane. And
That's nice. I think I'm looking for something more like a little charm, or something like might go on the neck. Or
Well, yeah, here, hang on. And he goes, I bought this whenever we were gonna, well, Strahd was gonna have this celebration here, and it kind of fell through, but
Celebration for what?
because I think it was, I honestly, I don't even remember back at the time, but here it's, I got this silver Z. That's all
Oh.
he'd ask for a bunch of silvered Z's. So I got like 30 of them.
Like the letter Z?
It's the letter Z.
and they're all pure silver.
I mean, they're sold to me to be pure silver.
Can I inspect those to see if those actually legitimately?
Yes. Make an investigation check with advantage
Ooh.
because of
I
your
like-
smithery.
Thank
Serious
God for
yawn.
advantage.
Mhm.
23.
So you take one and try to bend it a little because you know silver's kind of malleable, and you can tell it bends, but like you would expect silver too. These seem to be real silver.
How many of these do you have?
I got 30 of them.
How much for 'em?
As well. I mean, I got them at cost for. Because the thing is, I wasn't planning to sell them, so I mean, I got to think back to how much they cost me. I got them for 4 silver each. Sell them. You want a lot of them?
Think so.
If y'all want a lot of them, I'd give them to you for 6 gold.
So I'll take
Yep,
those.
sold.
Gold? All right. I'm just glad to get rid of them, honestly. They've been sitting back there about as long as I can remember.
Oh, Ryan, you want to buy them? You want me to buy them?
I'll buy them.
Okay.
Because he's gonna want to use them.
I just need one.
Out of curiosity, how obvious is it that she has the gun?
It is on your back, and I assume, you know, in like your pack and sticking out. And he does see it. And I mean, it's a common make, so it's not like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
it's not like you're the one.
You also were here buying them, so they kind of, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably
I was
put
just-
2 and 2
I was
together,
wondering
but
if he was
he's
giving
not a
any dirty
genius.
looks or-
Yeah.
No, at this
It's
point, he
trying to
had
reach over there to grab it. I'll
Yep.
take that.
Thank you. And then put it together. Yep. Goes, anything else y'all need?
Nope, I'm good.
Alrighty.
We're all set.
Well, if y'all need anything else,
And I do apologize about these jackasses bringing in straw.
It's Curly Bill.
Curly
Charles!
Bill.
Let's see the floof.
This is our bestest boy in the whole wide world. That's Curly Bill.
Who literally chases off anyone
Yes.
that could possibly be cuter than him.
Yep.
Handsome as a boy. He doesn't hurt anybody or anything. Likes to chase butterflies.
He does actually choose.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all leave Billy's Mercantile. What do you do now?
I'm gonna put that one little Z in my back pocket.
Mhm.
I'm gonna save that. Got a plan for it. And I guess we're ready to go pick up Irene.
Okay. You all continue the walk down to the mayoral mansion.
Quick question.
Yeah.
When we took the gold, what did we do with the box?
Did you all keep a box?
Never a bad idea to have a trophy chest.
Okay, I think we kept it.
If you'd like, you can add that into your inventory. One of you, an empty wooden box. You never know.
Ooh. Watch out, y'all.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you don't
but you know,
Fill
it's
it with gunpowder?
what's
Bring some
funny
idiot?
is like it's weird how often like an empty vial is useful, like in D&D, and you're like, I need to collect this. I'm gonna get the demon's ichor or something, you know.
I'll add it.
Anyway, other nerdy things.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna throw it in the bag of holding.
Liz and
Yeah,
I are gonna
that
wipe
would
in
be
our
ideal.
tear of hope into it.
Yep. Anyway, so you all go to the mayoral mansion.
Mayoral.
You knock on there. Yeah. And after a while, Irene comes to the door, and she's got this big pack over her shoulder, rifle on this shoulder, and two sort of short swords on her side. She's like,
Looks like our girl's
My
ready.
lady, she's ready.
so are we? Y'all ready?
We're ready.
Wait till daylight.
All right, Irene, you're familiar, so why don't you lead the way?
Yeah.
To a cart if possible.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I'm-
can become a horse. Do we have a cart?
Oh no, I thought we were just walking.
Hey, real quick question. Since your daddy was the mayor, did he have like a wagon or a cart, a buggy, anything that we could
No.
like stay overnight in? Because we're a little concerned, we gotta stay overnight.
I was
sometime.
gonna ask, y'all got tents or anything like that?
No,
Nope.
I do.
y'all.
Okay, well, y'all gonna want a tent. I got one, but I mean that's just for me.
Ironic considering I don't use it, but
Any other
anything
any other
former
camping
mayor
gear?
had?
I mean, like I said, I just got the one. We did not travel much. Ain't got much reason to.
Can we all cuddle?
It's a very, very small tent.
that's a no.
Well, I can sleep in a tree.
Woo! Roommate!
Yeah.
All right.
Which
Well,
would
we'll do our- we'll do our
let's go
best.
buy a tent or something.
Just gonna swing by Billy's again.
Okay, yeah, so y'all go back now with Irene in tow.
Hi, do you
And
have
he's like,
towels?
oh, hey,
I'm gonna wait outside.
long time no see.
Do you have any XL tents?
Yeah, I got some tents. You guys, you're just looking for like
I forgot
a,
wagon, John. I mean, Orion.
like, yeah, so y'all are, okay, so y'all looking for like a big wall tent or just like a little pup tent? Got both.
No, what
Yeah.
those mean.
What's the difference?
So he kind of goes and he shows like, well, I got this little pup tent, and it's just kind of canvas wrapped around a couple of poles, and you'd think that it's just like poles, canvas. And he's like, I've also got this wall tent, and this has these sort of longer poles. It's got like a set of like 6 or 8 poles, and it's like, you know, that'll probably hold 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, I'll get the up.
Yeah, all right, that's gonna be 2 silver.
That's the Boy Scout coming in, by the way.
Yep.
Might not want the. What about the wall?
I meant the wall tent.
The wall tent, yeah, wall tent will run you 5 silver. Y'all need any food, drink, provisions?
We probably should get those as well.
Do you have
Yeah.
a cart?
Yes, do you have a card?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Cart? I'd probably let it go for 5 gold.
Realistically, would have it being in a cart speed us up any?
If you're being pulled by a horse, it would. Yeah.
5 gold, I'll throw in 1.
I already paid for it.
Okay.
Big money.
Yeah.
He's
Throw
the
that
only one of
money.
us here with a job.
Hey, I'm a bartender.
Not anymore, you're fucking stuck in vampire land.
Well, I don't. Technically, I'm a smith without a forge. So I
Yeah, but you got weapons to sell, or have you already? You
No.
already sell those. You still already sell them.
Oh no, they're all in the back.
So yeah, he goes, cart's out back. It's got all the leathers and stuff you need to hook it up. But man, yeah, you guys are kind of turning into good customers. Look at y'all.
And see, we don't need Strahd with us to buy all the stuff from you.
He goes, Perry, go prep the cart. He goes, okay. That's
Carry a platypus.
he's a humanoid platypus.
Do we need a whip for the horse? Just out of curiosity.
Because I got him if you want him.
I would like to buy the whip.
Aye!
He goes, all right, that'll be 3 silver.
So
You can add a whip.
Girl.
That is also a weapon.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that is a usable weapon in D&D.
1 gold is 10 silver. Right?
That's right. Yeah, it's base 10, so it's 1 gold is 10 silver, 1 silver is 10 copper.
Except what is it? Eternium, which is
Fuck
like,
Electrum. Get that out of here. I don't use Electrum. Electrum's dumb. Electrum's half a gold and it's stupid. It's the JFK half dollar of the D&D world.
How you really feel?
Not like that. Don't get me started about
All right.
alignments.
Okay. Anyway, we buy the stuff, we're
Yeah.
going.
I mean,
Alright.
no, we need to make sure the wheels are in alignment. So, like, what?
Yeah, so
Look, you gotta make sure your tires are in alignment. If not, they won't evenly wear, and then
yeah, might have positive camber.
Gonna, cause issues for the horse's back because it's always dragging on the right.
You want to stop right now? I understand.
Like with some arrow right now.
Like Critical Role, only sexier.
Oh, I
Okay, what are we doing right now?
I don't know what you guys doing. I don't know.
So
Did y'all get,
I don't
your
fucking know.
shit or what?
Yes, we got our
okay,
shit.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
out there and start basically hooking myself up to the damn
Yeah.
cart.
And Irene goes up. She's like, "Oh hey, Bill, you got bullets for a long rifle?" He's like, "Yeah." So they exchange, and she gets a little box of bullets.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
All right, I'll help Matilda when she changes into her.
And she goes, "Oh hey, and I need torches." He's like, "Yeah." He gives her 5 torches. They exchange gold for it. Like, alrighty. Anything else I can do for you guys?
I think that's it.
Yeah. Well, alrighty. Bye.
I just had the thought.
And he just turns around and starts working on his inventory.
And y'all just start taking off. And I'm just standing there like,
Yeah. There's a horse.
Nay.
There's a horse tied up. You're like, "Oh, good, Matilda's here." That's
yeah. I'm just over there sitting there like, wait, what?
I'm gonna.
Was there a horse like attached to this? And
No,
we
I become the horse.
The same could have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could ask to buy it. You could ask if they're selling horses.
We're done with that man. I'm not talking to him again. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd rather. Is there a hat maker?
Wait, we're outside.
No.
In the air.
There's not a haberdasher.
Hello.
Yep. Howdy, y'all. Oh no!
Doria?
It's on a new life. They've still found me. They were very rude.
No, I'm well aware.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we were so good.
Yeah, you guys were mean to
Still, the
haberdasher.
number one best episode we've ever done was the Kitchen Nightmares.
Kitchen Nightmares.
Nightmares.
Easily
We
the best
were
episode.
so-
Oh, that silverware.
Well, we were
Okay.
so in sync too. If you have stand, you have time
Yes.
to do your side work.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And then there's me just fucking in jail for that episode.
Yep.
The dice rolled well. I mean, everything. The stars had aligned for that episode.
Yeah, that was a solid one.
And on that
Anyway.
note, I'm gonna just scream, think fast, and throw a rock in the air at her.
You make a shot.
I'm gonna shoot for
Roll
it.
and attack.
Just startle the horse, shall we?
Horse is better.
Nat 20!
Yeah.
Yeah!
So you see, this is not an easy shot. You've taken a small rock up in the air, and Judy deftly, almost instinctively reaches back into her pouch, pulls it out, and you hear ting as it hits the rock and spins off to the side.
Clippity clop.
Show
Clippity
off.
clop.
Aw.
Take my coconuts out.
Alright, after hearing Ryan's comment of show off, I'm gonna be like, alright, think fast, and rock. That's right, shut the fuck up.
The rock clanks dumbly to the ground.
Yeah.
Not in the right armor.
I know. That's the whole point.
All right.
All right.
Irene, lead us out.
Alrighty. And as she
Quick,
does,
think fast, and I'll throw the rock at him.
I'll just Thunder Gauntlet the rock.
Mark steps out of the tavern just as you guys are about to leave. He's like, "Oh hey, y'all are heading out."
Kevin's done with this bit.
And Mark goes up and goes to Irene and gives her a hug.
Right as his arms close around.
No,
Not him, the rock, but just like the timing.
but no. And they hug for a bit, and he's like, "This is for the best, right?" She's like, "I know." She's like, "I'm honestly happy to be getting out of here." He's like, "I get it, but I gotta stay. Somebody's gotta watch this place." Yeah. They don't even say goodbye after a while. They just sort of separate, and she goes and sits on the back of the cart.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
We'll take good care of her.
Yep.
I'm just gonna start
I make no
walking.
And you all-
promises.
All right, as the horse.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk alongside Matilda.
Yep. You all do so. A couple of heads sort of poke out as you all leave. Yeah, and you all make your way out of the town on what appears to be the one singular main road out of town. She sort of guides you. She's like, "Yeah, this is Salvage Road. You'll just take this all the way up." Yeah.
Alright, now that we're on the open road, I'll just kind of do donuts around the cart in a nice area, just see if there's anything in the road coming up.
Okay.
Can I borrow the whip?
Do you give them?
I'm in the air already. But I'll
So no.
just drop the whip into the cart.
Yep. You now have the whip. If you want the whip.
I'm not proficient with whips, so this could be interesting.
Yeah. But Avros, you sort of make these kind of lazy circles around. Make a perception check.
With advantage because of my rope.
Yes.
You know how I always said I've got dark vision last time. That's
Yeah.
it with the robe.
It's a robe of eyes.
Because my robe.
With advantage.
With my robe.
17.
Yeah. So you fly up and you can see this sort of carpet of trees underneath you, and this sort of singular snaking road that goes off and curves up north. Off in the distance with your check, you can also see this sort of dilapidated windmill that's sort of fallen in on itself, and the turbines or whatever they're called on crappy ass windmills. Blades
Things.
are spinning very slowly in the sort of breezy wind. The dust obscures it pretty far, but at this height you can also see up on the sort of sheer 1,000-foot cliff this huge manor that you'd seen that's just sort of towering over the city and looking. But with your thing, you don't see any immediate travelers on the road or any sort of immediate threats to the
That window,
wagon.
where, like, is that on the road that we're going down, or is that just like over there?
It's hard to tell from where you are, and again, sort of this thick permeating dust. It's hard to make
How
out.
can I see?
I mean, you can. I'd say you have vision probably of 1/8 of a mile, and yeah, you can't make out how far the road goes.
In a perfectly clear world, how far would my vision be?
I mean, it would probably be like a mile and a half.
Oh, okay, so this is pretty restricted.
Yeah, so it is. It's this dust is just dense in the air. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, but you are able with your height to make out any sort of immediate
And
threats
I'll
in the
just
car.
swing down every once in a while and be like, "Ah, don't see anything."
Yeah. Okay. You all go on. Any conversations you want to have as you're sort of riding along?
Well, as we're going, I'd like to be on the lookout for like little pieces of straw or like grass or things I can use to build.
Yeah, easily done. You know, sort of as you stop every now and again regularly to water Matilda, and you after one stop you're able to pick up bits of loose grass. The scenery is very sort of Central Texas looking. There are sort of these trees and sort of low-lying grasslands.
Mesquite.
Yeah, some occasional larger mesquites, live oaks.
I like to gather lots of grass and twigs, and then as we're going, Irene, you think I could have a turn sitting in the cart?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, we're, I imagine you guys are
big
coming.
cart.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
can
probably
two
room.
people
There's probably
sit
room
in
for
it?
2 people to sit in the
Oh,
cart
okay.
with the
Irene, you
gear.
mind if I join you in the cart?
Yeah, no, that's
All
fine.
right.
I'll jump
Is this
out.
a covered cart or is this just a wagon?
It's just like a plain ass wagon, 2
I'll
wheels.
see the nest and I'm gonna try and land in it and just be like, "Hey, you made me a nest."
I'm gonna be weaving
Yeah.
together these straws and these grasses and
Yeah.
things. It's gonna be about yay big.
Okay.
It's gonna need to be a little bit bigger for me,
It's
but I
not for
appreciate it.
you and your big ass bird, but I'm gonna make me a familiar. I'm gonna find us, get us a familiar, we'll get a raven. And I'm making him a nest, and that's why I wanted the shiny. So I'm gonna get that Z out of my back pocket,
Mm-hmm.
tuck it in the side of the nest.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna melt it down.
I mean, the rest of them.
Yeah, you still have 29 other pieces, but yeah. Okay, so yeah,
Only
you do so.
29? How dare you?
I'm fashioning the nest.
Okay, you do so. It takes probably, 25, 30 minutes to really make it look nice and good, but yeah, you feel pretty happy about it. You cast Find Familiar.
Yes.
Okay, so that is a ritual, takes 10 minutes, and it costs you 10 gold to do so. And I also assume, knowing you would have done this, components for spells, I'm guessing you would have asked him for incense at the place, because that is a component to burn in this. Sure. You knowing the spell would have known this. In the future, watch your components. But yeah, you sit there and you burn this incense in this nest, and after a while, so you can select if it is Fey. In normal times, you can select if it's Fey, Celestial, or Undead. What would you have selected?
Undead.
Yeah, it's what it is anyway. Yeah. So you sort of the smoke eventually sort of coalesces into this black raven, and it sort of sits there in the nest and looks over at you. And yeah, you see it.
I'm really surprised it worked.
As a sort of
like dimension thing means
preens.
you wouldn't be able to bring anything over.
I'm gonna kind of pet it,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna pull out my canteen, put a little water in the lid, and let him have a drink.
It does it. It sort of puts out this sort of parrot-like tongue.
This is the kind of shit everyone cares about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin
Hey,
pretending
people
to
like
be a
RP.
raven and drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just pet him, and I'm gonna, I
Yeah.
made this nest for you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
My name's Judy.
And sort of
Stavros.
looks at you knowingly and looks
Wow.
around to
Right.
everyone.
Still,
This is Matilda and it's Irene. Well,
Nay.
Matilda's a horse.
Yeah.
Normally
Nay.
she might be a person. She may switch around.
There is sort of this funny thing that you can mentally control a familiar, and so even without you knowing it, as you gesture to everyone, it looks at everyone, and then happily sort of settles into its nest.
Oh.
What's the name?
Darling. I don't know. Y'all gotta help me think of the
Edgar
name.
Allan Crow.
Hey, that was the last time you let Edgar Allan Crow rest in peace.
Yeah, it sort of sits there preening its feathers.
That's so
Crowley Pratchett.
That's good.
Oh,
That's good.
I think we're gonna name her. Let's name her Peaches.
I like that. Nay.
Peaches the Raven.
Peaches the Raven.
Nay. Yep.
Peaches, you may have to do some stuff for us. You may have to scout for us.
We have to do some
May
stuff.
have to do
Do some
may just
stuff.
have to do some scouting, make some friends.
I feel like I'm already being replaced as the bird, and I don't like this.
You
Listen,
feel-
you're still the top bird of the rank. It's just that we need Peaches here to infiltrate the other evil ravens and tell us what the plans are, especially when we're out at night.
Yeah. And as you do this, you notice that every now and again there are just sort of these flocks of ravens that fly overhead.
That we were told explicitly not to fuck with,
Yes.
right? Who told us that again?
Mama Eva.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it went bad.
And if
Ravens
weird
are
fortune
smart
teller lady says, "Hey, don't fuck with the bird,"
You'll listen.
yeah, you listen.
Yeah, coming from someone that is a bird person, I think that would be.
I mean, I would never hurt another bird. What the fuck are you talking about?
You would be the advocate for birds.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Well, I
Anyway.
have created my nest and summoned Peaches. I don't know what y'all have been doing.
Anything else?
Walking.
Yeah.
Carrying
Yeah.
those fucking asses.
Yeah. Anything y'all do?
Can I talk bird?
No.
Talk bird.
Caw-caw.
Cuckoo!
Caw-caw, motherfucker.
Actually, I think there is an Aarakocran language.
I can speak Aarakocra.
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't
but
think
that's
the
not
raven
that's not
can.
birds. Yeah.
I think it only learns hurdling.
Yeah, it can understand any languages you speak.
Oh, so it knows common.
Yeah.
Talking to this bird.
Yeah. It understands that it can't speak back, but it gets you.
He's gonna be like,
I'm assuming it can
You
knowledge.
motherfucker.
yeah, I was the only guy.
Sleep with one eye open.
You little dead little
You think
bird.
you think you
You're
count
just
the rest
gonna
of these
see
ravens? You ain't got no
Its middle
protection.
feather go up like this
Yeah.
every time Avros rocks by.
Yeah. All right.
And this is what our fans live for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes.
Right now, if you ever poop on this, Christ, I'm gonna end you.
Yeah.
Oh, there would be a.
And again, you
bird
control it,
pooping
so if you
contest.
wanted to. Anyway.
I know that, and I will have vengeance.
Yeah.
Well, again, -1 intelligence. I probably do. +2 for Arcana.
So, am I noticing any danger along the way, or am I kind of just?
So I mean, you can make a perception check as well.
When you fly, do you poop? You just drop it as you fly?
Canonically, the birds can stay in the air for days. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, birds poop when they fly.
Is it white?
Now the question
Then watch
is,
out,
does it look
Orion.
human or does it look bird?
I'm assuming bird.
I assumed it was a
I'm mostly
hybrid.
Bird.
I thought it was a hybrid. I thought it was like white, but we're not talking about this.
Ooh,
Aren't we?
Time to find out. I gotta go, guys. I'll be right back.
21.
21. So Matilda is also sort of looking around, whipping her mane back and forth, and
I'm with my man back and forth.
you don't seem to be noticing anything threatening or bad. Anything else you guys are talking about, or is your walking?
Well, I'm gonna talk with Irene. How you feeling so far?
Well, she sort of looks around and sort of leans against the side of the car. She's like, I'm happy to get out of the town, obviously. I know that it was hard on Daddy. It's hard on me, too. I don't think I've seen or heard the last of him. You know, Strahd.
Be like, I hope you saw that.
Yeah.
we're fucking babies.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to be the last I've heard of Strahd, but I don't know, just honestly not being able to see his house all the time is going to be a relief.
When was the last time you left the village?
I've left a
City?
few times, with Daddy. You know, we'd go to Valakia every now and again. One time we went to Creek, but not much. It's like I said, most of the time if we leave, it was mostly just for the day.
Do you feel any different? You feel any better the further you get away?
She sort of looks down, kind of thinks for a second. She goes,
Good
No.
question. Do we notice, like, does it get a little thinner as it spreads out from Strahd, or is it just the whole area?
the whole area, you still feel this sort of weighty sense of dread hanging over you with this dust.
So, like, I'm assuming this area looks vaguely like some sort of circle, right?
Yeah. So
The
yeah,
entire country?
yeah.
Are there any cities that are, like, near the edge? Because I want to know, like, if we got to the edge, would it just be, like, dirt and very clearly a line otherwise?
You'd have to go find out.
Probably just fades out.
Yeah.
How far up can I fly as a bird?
I'd say pretty dang far up.
I'd
Until
like to
you
fly
start
up
losing
as high
oxygen.
as I can and see if there's, like, a height limit on this shit.
Yeah. So you all suddenly see Avros just rise up and up and up until you feel like you're reaching the point where the crosswinds are making it too hard for you to stabilize. Doesn't seem like anything has encumbered you or stopped you.
No, like,
height-wise.
is the dust still
Oh
up
yeah.
here?
Eventually you look down and you're just in a circle of dust. You can't see the ground anymore and you can't see up.
And I can't go high enough to get out of the dust?
No. You just keep going and you look up and it's still more dust.
You know what I think it's like? I think it's like helping those kids in the house and how we set the house on fire and we tried to leave out. I think that's like
Yeah, I'm starting to
Some
wonder, like,
kind
is
of-
this a real country?
Yeah.
Are we in, like, some
Yeah.
sort of pocket of
So yeah, so
Which I
if you ask Irene about this, she'll tell you if you want to ask her more of these
yes,
questions.
I'm
yeah.
not done talking.
Okay, yeah. So
So Irene,
sorry.
Hmm.
has it always been like this since you've grown up? Has he always been?
yeah, since I've been alive. You know, Daddy said that, he remembered when he came.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it all change instantly?
Everything changed when the vampire.
Yes, when the vampire army attacked. No, he goes, it was gradual, as what Daddy had said. The land itself changed. Used to be everything looked like this, and she kind of gestures to the forest, and she goes, but now there are bits that are desert. Valakia, y'all will see soon. There's a big patch. It's the desert. Lake Zarovich dried up. Yeah. And she goes, yeah, and it was, yeah. It's again. She goes, this place was settled by people who left Barovia. Whenever, this is what Daddy told me. The people left Barovia when Strahd left that area, and they moved here, and it looked so familiar to them, and the terrain looked so much alike that they named stuff after the way it was there. And so there was this lake right in the middle, and they said, oh, it looks like Lake Zarovich. And then it wasn't long before it dried up. Don't know how, don't know why. That's where they drill for the oil.
Hey?
Nay. She goes, but yeah. That's yeah. Do you ask about the dust?
Yes,
And
yes.
yeah. So you ask, and she goes, well, I mean, I've never been to the edge myself. Obviously, I like I said, I like to stay in the town. It's what Daddy always said, it's a smart thing to do. But folks would say that it got denser as you got away from the cities, and if you kept going and you kept trying, you just disappeared, lost, never came back. Anybody that left went through the dust, never saw them again, never heard from them, no letters, nothing. Most of them would, I'd heard there were stories of folks that would do it. They'd go in, get turned around, end up right back. But if they could get out, never heard from them again.
Well, see, we had this experience on the train when we was coming over, and it kind of reminds me of what's been going on here. It seems like we encountered these children on the train. Have you heard this story before? Other passers?
No, I don't normally talk to folks.
Oh, all
coming
right,
through,
all right. Well,
but Daddy always warned me against it. But, extenuating circumstances, I think, here.
we're good people, I sure.
Yeah.
Well, we had this experience on the train. We had these children, and it turned into some kind of, I'll say, an arcane,
Pocket dimension.
Death house.
some kind of other dimension,
Okay.
wherein we
Wherein?
we fight. We had to fight some creatures, and we tried to get out of the situation. We tried to leave, but we couldn't. It's like we couldn't get through this mist. And that's kind of what this dust reminds me of. So I do feel, though, as we did get out of that, I do feel there's a way to get out of this,
Yeah.
to stop this. I don't know what it is yet, but
Yeah. I mean, we've always assumed that it's got something to do with Strahd.
I feel like that's a pretty safe bet.
At this point, you see there's a road leading up. She goes, "Oh, that leads to the old bone grinder." That's the
Bone grinder?
yeah. That's what they call the. It's a dark name. It's what they call the windmill.
Okay. Do we need to swing by there for any reason?
Not that I know.
Let's not spend any longer in between times than we got.
Let's just kind of pick up the pace.
She goes, "Yeah, I ain't got nothing to show
How
you."
far
on
away
there."
is that windmill from us?
Oh, it's you can see up the road. It's hard to see, but you can see the blades over the top of the trees. It's probably 400 or 500 yards away.
I'll swing by and just do a quick pass. Does it look like anything's going on over there?
Make a perception check with advantage because of your robo eyes. No.
Okay, love it.
Yeah, you don't really see anything moving, or it's just again those blades just sort of slowly creaking along. Okay. Yeah, she goes. Like I said, I don't think y'all got any reason to go up there, but thought I'd point it out. Give me
Me
all
and
tour.
my robe of eyes saw nothing.
Yep. You return. You guys keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You keep going along. It's probably about midday now. Anything else y'all are doing?
Like they keep asking if they keep going, like they're the ones pulling
Yeah,
the car.
yeah. Do you keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll kind of keep going. The road itself
How you
is.
doing, Heavy?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm sure walk next to my wife.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You all keep walking. The road is fairly well maintained. This is compared to the trail that led to the Tsar encampment with Mama Eva. This is a much nicer road. It's not paved, but it's a very cleared dirt road, and you can see evidence of camps where people have camped in the past along this road. You all keep going.
Like ruined camps or just like smoldering campfires?
Oh, you can just see like campfire rings and places that are very clearly this is where some people camped. She goes, yeah, the Svalich Road is really kind of the main thoroughfare through the place. That's really where most people go.
our goal, I think, is really just pushing on as far as we can.
Yeah. So it kind of bleeds into the afternoon. You all kind of eat as you kind of go, and you see off in the distance there is this giant wrought iron gate leading off from the road. She goes, that leads up to the manor.
Did-
Wait, we've been
Stroud's
traveling to half day, and the gate to that manor, we just came on it?
So yeah, so the road curves around and then curves back, and then now you see this gate leading up to the manor. And she goes, it goes up quite a ways, but even here, and she points, she goes, you can see the gardens just on the edge.
The garden?
I need to ask this question. Are we close enough to make it to the city without having to camp in the middle of nowhere?
No.
No.
They've already said it's a 2-day trip.
She goes, yeah, it's I mean, even, she's like, it's nice to have the horse and buggy like this. This makes it, a much more comfortable trip. But, we're still going. It's still going to be a night.
So
Yeehaw! I'll
if
glide
we-
down and smack Matilda on the butt. Yeah!
You be careful. She will kick.
Yep.
That's why I said swooping down.
Yep.
Yeah, trust me. I've been on the receiving end of the kick. It's
Oh, I
not fun.
believe you.
Yep.
You ain't used that whip yet? Don't think I noticed, coward.
Yeah. And so, yeah, on this wrought iron gate, you see this big wrought iron Z above it.
Can I make
I'm just gonna
like
pee as
an
we walk across
investigation
it.
check?
I was
or
literally
something
thinking to
to
pee
see,
on it.
like, to see if I can see.
It's time to find out what my poop looks like. I'm gonna fly over the Z and just.
Well done. Yeah, you poop on it.
What does it look like?
It is white with sort of longer humanish looking turds in it. Elizabeth, what are you doing? Did something throw you off? Or?
An albatross poop.
I'd like to make some kind of check to see, like, if I can see along the way up there, like, do I see any other things of note?
Yeah,
Do
make
I
a
see
perception
any
check.
People, any creatures?
You want to borrow the robe of eyes?
No, but you could help me.
No.
So I hope.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, make it with advantage.
It's attuned, so.
I know. I was.
Yeah.
gonna give
Okay,
it to her.
13.
Yeah.
So,
I was looking
That's with
for that.
advantage?
Well, too
oh,
bad.
no.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage. Yeah.
Okay, with that 13.
Yeah. So you're sort of looking, and Avros is pointing things out, not being very helpful. The things he'd seen, but yeah, you can see at the because the advantage didn't help.
Oh,
So you sort of look up this path, and it's winding, but you can see these sort of hedge walls at the very end of it that she had said were his gardens, and above that you can see this sort of pristine, whitewashed antebellum mansion with the balconies and the sort of glass domed observatory at the top of it.
What if we asked Strahd for safe passage to the other city? Would
Alternatively, what if we didn't?
What the?
Nay.
Nay, it's right. Nay.
Like you just hear that, and all of a sudden the horse just stops, cracks its head. And
Yeah,
goes,
exactly. Exactly that.
I was just thinking, he kind of runs the showboat. So.
Don't care.
I will say,
Hi,
thank you
can
for the
you
gold.
Protect us to the city that we're going to get the one weapon that can defeat you. Thanks.
Maybe let's not say that out loud. On the
Yeah,
off chance
so
you
don't.
know.
Okay.
Are there any crows near us?
That's his mating call, in case y'all were wondering.
Aside from obviously.
Yeah, so there are occasionally these sort of kind of murders of ravens that fly over, which is the correct name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Occasional
Anyone that's been on
murders of
Facebook for
raven.
more than 2 years, but
Knows that, yeah. Yeah. It's one of those lame today I learned. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to assume that every raven is like a familiar of hers, where he can just see and hear through it.
Okay.
So anytime I see one that gets too close, I'm gonna just kind of call out and just be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
give us like 30 seconds. I'll let y'all know when it's clear." And I'll just do that for the rest of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking in front.
Just because on the
of
off chance
cart.
that he doesn't know that we're going to get a thing that can stab him.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking in front of the cart.
Okay, you do so. Y'all just keep moving?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you all continue on, not up to his men, or you keep going on the main road, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah. So you all sort of keep going, and you can see as you walk. If y'all have gone through Texas, there's something called the tree line. It's about in Eden, Texas, where the trees start getting shorter and shorter and shorter until eventually it turns into short mesquites, and then to nothing. And that's sort of what you're starting to see. You're starting to see sort of shorter trees and these sort of patches of dust.
Are we entering the desert part?
She goes, yeah, this is a tree line here, and she says about what I've just said. Yeah, explains to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking in front.
Perception checks still stay, or do we need?
If y'all want to roll them again, yeah. If you're still sort of leery, I can take 2 perception checks,
I'm not doing that. I'm walking.
I'll do it.
1 each. Yeah, just 1. Yeah, we're not doing advantage in 1.
But my
Sneaky butt.
robe!
But my robe of ice.
Dirty 20.
We're gonna go with his gun. I don't even remember what mine was.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you all again. There are occasional rustlings in the woods. They seem like they're sort of far off, not enough to be concerned. But there's always sort of this ever-present rustling and movement in the trees, and you can't tell if it's the wind or if it's creatures.
It's one of those things that when I hear that, I kind of like power up my thunder gauntlet a little bit, just like
Yeah. I mean, it's almost omnipresent. It's just all the time. There's just this rustling enough that you always feel like you're on edge, as you walk down this road. Irene doesn't seem bothered by it. She seems rather used to it. She just sort of sits there. She's got her rifle on her lap, and she's just sort of rocking along.
I'll swing down a little bit and just be like, so, do you know of any, like, places we should visit in this new town? Like, do you know they got a smithy, a shop, a place you can get things to stab people? Like,
She goes, oh, they got most of anything y'all are going to need. She goes, if y'all are looking for places to stop, Blue Water Inn's nice. It's a good spot to spend the night. They got places. Guy who runs it, just thinks back. Irwin. He's a good guy. He'll treat you right. I'd stop by St. Andrew's Cathedral. It's pretty. It's worth looking at while you're there.
Holy water.
Yeah. And he goes, I probably am gonna go to the. I'll just call him the mayor, but his official title is Burgomaster.
Burgomaster, what's that?
An old Barovian word. The guy's a dinosaur. Yeah, he loves the title Burgomaster. He calls himself a baron. Yeah. Yeah. He's
If you can't
ridiculous.
have kids, I don't know why he's making it a title.
Yes.
Bazinga.
Literally where I went.
Yeah. He goes, that's probably where I'm gonna want to go. I mean, that's
Are you
probably.
just gonna stay there, or are you gonna run with us from now on, or? Not sure yet. You
I'm
got
still
time,
thinking
don't worry.
about it
Yeah.
because I promised my brother that I was gonna stay. The whole point is to get me there and get me safe. Y'all ever heard the saying
Nope.
that ships are safe in harbors, but that ain't what ships are for?
Oh yeah.
I try to avoid the water like the plague. So no.
Well, anyway, I don't know. I
You know
don't
what,
I don't
Eric?
like the thought of just wasting away in Valakia.
And let me tell you something.
You're a strong, independent woman. You don't need.
Your brother telling you what to do.
As long as you're with us, we're probably more protected. Selfishly, I gotta say.
Probably.
Same, likewise, we are going to be the best chance at having some kind of normalcy restored here. So, in a way, we can have this symbiotic relationship. We take care of you, you in a way, protect us.
Both benefit.
I mean, it's just something to think about. And you stay here, hide from him. What's to say he ain't gonna come for you anyway over here?
Probably will. But Valakia is a pretty safe place.
Yeah?
She goes, yeah, it's got a big, tall wall. The folks there, I don't know that anywhere's safe here, but the folks there think they're safe.
You don't really travel to the lake yet.
No, he tends to focus a lot on Barovia, but I don't know, honestly. But yeah, I know he spends most of his time, obviously, at the manor.
Well,
And
listen, you
around.
think about it. Don't feel obligated. But you're welcome with us.
I appreciate that. Yeah, y'all keep going. Yeah. Eventually, the sun, you can see the sort of browning of the sky that you would assume is the sunset. And you can hear sort of the movement in the woods sort of start to pick up. She's like, I think we probably ought to start trying to find a spot to camp.
Now hear me out. Build camp in the middle of the road. Just because
Okay.
anybody that's traveling at night, I'm gonna want to meet that person because that's gonna be some sort of interesting. And it's probably the most open area where we can see, there's no grass or bushes, things we can sneak out of. Thoughts?
I mean, it makes sense to me. As a note, you all have not seen another traveler on this road. This entire time, it has just been you.
I don't imagine we'll see one at all, but in case we do, I want to meet that guy.
Yeah. She goes,
Whoever's like, yeah, it's dark. Fuck
He goes,
it.
yeah, I certainly wouldn't want to go off into the woods. I think you're probably right about that. I
Yeah,
think probably
I guess
right in
so.
the dead ass
Roadside.
center.
Roadside camping here.
Yep, I think that's wise. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you come out of your horse form?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Matilda
How you
reappears with
feeling?
you all.
Tired.
Yeah.
Been walking
Yeah,
all
she's
day.
been walking all day. But again,
Carrying y'all's fucking asses.
You want to nap?
No.
so yeah, you all sort of, she goes, okay. She goes, first thing we're going to want to do, I've done this. This was a trick Daddy taught me. She gets 4 torches and lights them up and sort of stakes them down around the corners. She goes, I'm going to keep everything away, but at least we'll be able to see. Helps. I don't know. So yeah, she lights up these 4 torches sort of around. She's like, this is the perimeter of the camp, so y'all don't stray too far out of here. Okay.
I don't think none of us is going nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just watch all of y'all set it up and just laugh mockingly.
Yeah. And so you set up, you out the wall tent and the pup tent? Or just the wall tent?
Just the wall tent.
Yeah. So you set it up. It takes 2 people to set it up, but it's nice. It's probably about 10 by 10. There's even like a little hole for a little smokestack chimney to go through, which you do not have. But if you want to
Nice
pick one up.
option.
Is it
Yeah.
cold?
It is. So this is you would know that it had been winter in Waterdeep. Here it's hard to tell. The days are hot and the nights are pretty cold.
Alternate dimensions.
Yeah, and she goes, we don't really have seasons here. I've heard people come through talking about how the weather changes, but here it's hot during the day and it's cold at night.
I'll take first watch, and I'll just be doing circles in the air.
Okay, yeah. Eventually the sun sets, and again, as the sun sets, the dust sort of abates a little bit, and you all feel this sort of relief creep into your minds.
I'm gonna take a short rest
Okay.
because that way you can long rest or short rest.
So the way I typically do rests, and I think it's been a while since we played and we've had an opportunity to do a good long rest with watches, is basically you can there are 4 watches to get a full long rest of 2 hours each, and that way everyone else gets 8 hours. So it's like first watch, second watch, third watch, fourth watch,
In doing so, everybody gets a full one.
and doing so everyone gets a long rest with 4 watches.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah.
I just assumed long rest.
Yeah.
Or short rest done. 4.
But we are just about in an hour, so I think that is where we're gonna end the episode.
I already know we're gonna